Hello and welcome to Hexed Encountered. My name's Joe. In this video we will be doing a playthrough of the game Highlight Maker Hoops Prime Time. Now I've laid out some of the components here and we'll go through that really briefly and then we'll do some gameplay. Now an entire game would probably take a couple hours, 90 minutes to 2 hours or so. So I will not be playing an entire game, but I do want to give an example of how the game plays so you guys will see it and perhaps decide whether or not it's for you. That is the general idea here. So what we're doing here is we've got the 1964-65 Los Angeles Lakers taking on the San Francisco Warriors. So this is a West Coast battle here, and we have some big name players in here, multiple Hall of Famers. We have both Elgin Baylor and Jerry West on the Lakers, as well as Wilt Chamberlain and Nate Thurmond heading up the Warriors. So as far as setup goes, okay, we've got our lineups laid out here, and you can see the positions and the word fresh. That indicates these are the active players. They're in the game. They're not tired, right? You also have a die here, a symbol, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 when you roll a 6, and these are used to determine which player maybe scored or grabbed a rebound or whatever. You roll a die, you get a number. If you get a 6, you can choose what you want. There are also colored markers that we will use to mark the players, and we'll do that in a moment. Mark specific players, like the red one indicates the highest scoring player, kind of the focal point of the offense as far as scoring. And then you have the second of that, and then you have kind of the playmaker and the secondary playmaker. That's basically the idea there. And you can assign these yourself, or there's an optional rule where you can roll dice to determine who gets what for each team. We have referees, and these are all real players and referees and coaches. So we have Mendy Rudolph, who is kind of a legendary referee in the NBA, and Richie Powers. This was when Richie Powers was fairly young. He also became a legendary NBA referee over the course of his lengthy career. Then we have Fred Schaus coaching the Lakers and Alex Hannum coaching the Warriors, and we have their bench players here. As the game goes on, you'll take players from here and put them in the resting column. There's also a foul trouble column along the bottom here. We have kind of a team energy. So you have synced, energized, neutral, complacent, clashing, and that goes from really good to really bad, and both teams have their own. That's pretty much it for setting this up. We also have our fast action charts. They're cards, but they're fairly large. So these are larger than a regular FAQ would be. But you basically, you use a number based on how many points were scored average-wise for that season. For the NBA in 1964-65, that was 110.6. For that game length, you pull out, I believe it is 50 cards. And then you divide them into segments. So we have 3 piles here, actually. And those 3 piles are used first TV till the first TV timeout, till the second TV timeout, and then till the end of the quarter. The TV timeouts, basically you run through the deck, and when you come to the end, that is the TV timeout. So you have your quarters broken into 3 pieces, essentially. Okay, let's do our chip assignment. So the way this works is I will use the rolling the dice method. We'll roll the 4 colored dice. So everything but our black and white. So these 4 dice right here, which correlate to our various chips here. And we've got a red 3, a blue 2, a purple 4, and a green 6. So we'll just kind of go like this, I guess, actually. So red 3, if we say this is for the Lakers, let's take this and put this here. So Elgin Baylor is the scoring focal point, which he pretty much is anyway. Purple 4, the 4 is here. And then the blue is a 2, so that's Dick Barnett. And the green is a 4. And you can have more than 1 chip per player. Okay, you can have up to 3. Now we'll repeat that process for the Warriors, and we get Looks like 4 is going to have 2 things. That's Nate Thurmond, so he gets red and blue. Wilt gets the secondary scorer, and Al Addles gets the secondary playmaker. And these can change over time as the game goes on. Okay, so we also have 2 pawns that are used. One is used to track the team that will have the ball coming out of the next TV timeout, and the other is used to track which TV timeout is next. You can also use the decks for that, but it's always nice to have some extra pieces out and about for marking things. And then we have our decider die, which has 3 bullet sides that you can see here, and then 3 not bullet sides that you can see there. So it's a 50-50 die basically, and then of course we have black and white that we can use for any roll that we need to. And so now that is done, we will set up for taking the opening tip. We'll roll the decider die. If the bullet shows, the home team wins. If the bullet does not show, it goes to the visitor. And we got a bullet, so the home team, that would be the Warriors in this case, get the ball first. You flip this card, okay, and then we're going to roll. We'll roll our white die, and we get a 1. So you take the card and you look, you look up here at 1. Any defender with reach and spark blocks red shot, defensive rebound to center, otherwise red scores from short range. So now we look at the Laker defenders, and we're looking for somebody with with both reach and spark. So here's reach and spark, and Elgin Baylor has both, and they're starred. So as far as the player symbols go, I'm looking for one that has all 3. Well, basically you've got stars, which are abilities that work. Sorry, let me focus again. The star abilities work for both offense and defense, and if they're underlined, that's like extra. They have a little bit more of that than the average, let's say. So Baylor in this case has reach and spark both offensively and defensively. The squares indicate items that are only applicable on defense, and the triangle is only applicable on offense. So he's got skill on offense, but not defense. He's got quick on defense, but not offense. He's got reach, smart, and spark on all of those. So that's how that works. And so, as we read on the card, he blocks the Reds player shot. So he blocks Nate Thurman's shot, defensive rebound to the center. So it's taken by Darryl Imhoff. Now you can track all of this here on the score sheet. Okay, so if we wanted to, we could write in, and I'll just keep track of like baskets and free throws. That's what's on here, just to kind of keep it simple. We also have points that you can keep track of in the game down here as well, because I want to keep this kind of simple and moving along, but you can track as much as you want, because obviously that was a block and a rebound. So Elgin Baylor has a block, Imhoff has a rebound, and Nate Thurmond is 0 for 1 from the field. There you go. Now we do the same thing. We flip our next card, or you can roll first. It doesn't really matter. So this is our active card. We roll again, and we get a 5. So we look at the 5 under shot create, and again, we don't have the focus here. Shot create, offensive point guard with skill. So that would be Jerry West. He certainly has skill. I would have been surprised if that was not there. Blue player takes yes shot, O rebound to power forward if missed. So the blue player is Barnett. He has a yes, so that means it's good. Whoops, the focus is killing me here. So here's Barnett. He has yes, so the shot is good. If he had missed it, the offensive rebound would have gone to the power forward, Rudy LaRusso. So now we can say that, now I can write in the rest of them, and I will, and the Lakers have 2 points. All right. Now we go to our next card. We roll. We get a 2. Energy check. And I forgot to do that before the game. So both sides have to roll a die, or two dice rather. So we'll roll for the home team first. And we got an 8. And an 8, we look at Alex Hannum's card. And you see here that it says 2 to 4 energize, 7 clash, 9 to 12 complacent. So 8 is not in any of those ranges. So we take our other chips and we put this on neutral. We have two like orangey yellow chips. Now we'll roll again. And we get a 5. And we look at Schaus, and 4 to 7 for Schaus is energized. So we put energized on there. Now this result will make more sense. We have energy check. If one team has a better energy level, that team scores an immediate short-ranged basket. So defensive team with better energy creates turnover than scores. So energized is higher because it's to the right of neutral. So the Lakers score again, and now we'll roll to see which player scored. So we'll just roll one die. And it's a 6, which means I can choose. So I will choose Jerry West. Jerry West has a bucket. It's now 4-0. Lakers off the turnover. I'm sorry about the focus. This is killing me. So we're going to flip another card and roll a die. And we got a 3. And that is foul. It says red fouled while shooting by opposing player, same position, missed. Red for the Warriors is Thurmond. And so the foul is on LaRusso, so I'm going to put one foul on him. And now we roll free throws, and the way free throws work is you have this clank rating down here on his card, which is 2 and 7 and 8. So you roll 2 dice, and if it's a 2, a 7, or an 8, he misses. His first one is a 9, so that's good. So they have 1. And I'll write his points down here in a minute. And the second one is a 6, which is also good. So Thurmond makes both, and it is now 4-2 in favor of the Lakers. Okay, we flip our next card. Roll our die. We got a 2. The 2 is foul. Defense fouls power forward. And then they have the symbol here. So if the power forward, who in this case is Thurmond, the defensive power forward has that symbol, it is not a foul. So we flip to the next fact, and we'll take the 2 here. Defense small forward with reach, that's Meshery. He does not have reach. Blue net shot blocked. Defensive rebound to small forward. Otherwise, red takes tip shot. And so that's Elgin Baylor. He does have tip, so Baylor scores. We'll give him a basket. And we move on to our next fact with the Warriors in possession. And we'll roll our die, and we get a 1. And a 1 is defender of green with reach. So that's here. Jerry West does not have reach. Otherwise, power forward takes tip shot off the glass battle if missed. So he does have tip, so it's good. So Thurmond scores again, and it's now 6-4. And we flip our next fact. We roll our die. It's a 3. 3 is foul. Red fouled while shooting by opposing player, same position, made. So now Thurmond has fouled LaRusso and made question mark. We roll the decider die, and it's a miss. So there's no and 1 in that situation. It's just a foul on Thurmond, so I'll mark that here. And now LaRusso will take 2 free throws. His clank is 5 or 9. He gets a 4. First one's good. He gets a second 4. Second one is also good. So LaRusso has 2 points. It's 8-4 in favor of the Lakers. We pull our next one. It's a 6. Defense small forward with quick and spark steals. So he does have quick, but his spark is only offense. So that does not happen. So instead, otherwise defensive small forward fouls. So he's got 2 fouls now. So that is not a shooting foul. So we're going to flip the next fact. Now, with 2 fouls, you might say, well, can you take him out of the game? You can. He would automatically have to come out with 3 fouls. So let's assume we want to take him out. This is pretty easy. We come in here, we find a forward. And the symbol on here, like you see this black circle, that indicates a regular, right? They only have 1 backup forward. That's weird. Yeah, that is weird. So maybe we'll just leave him in, and if he gets a third, then we'll take him out. So we're just going to leave him in, and did I flip this? Yeah, no, I did not. So we'll flip, and we'll roll. And we got a 2, and a 2 is defense play. Defense point guard with quick steals. So he does have that. So West gets to steal. So now the Lakers have the ball again. We flip again. Whoops, that went really far, but that's a 4. Horse. Blue players trade long-range shots. Shot made if fresh, otherwise missed. Defensive rebound to point guard. Everybody's fresh. So both blue players are going to get a bucket. Barnett will get 1 for the Lakers. That's 4 points for him. And Thurmond gets 1 for the Warriors. And they have 6 points, all scored by Nate Thurmond, by the way. All right, so the Lakers had the ball. We'll flip again. And it's a 5. And a 5 is shot create. Offensive point guard with spark. We know West has that. It is a yeah, it's a star. Sorry, smart is a triangle. Yeah, gray player takes arc shot. Okay, so the gray player is a player who doesn't have a colored chip. So we'll roll here and see if it's bullet, it's West. If it's not, it's Imhoff. It's bullet. So West takes the shot. He does have arc, and that's good. So West scores his second bucket, and the Lakers now have 12. It is 12-6. Warriors ball. We flip the next one. We roll. We get a 6. A 6 is shot create. Offense green with energized. So the Warriors have the ball. They do not have energized, so that is not going to count. So otherwise, blue misses yes shot. Blue. Yeah, he does not have yes. Okay, so Thurmond has missed. Defensive rebound to die roll. So we roll the die and we get a 2. So the rebound goes to Barnett. Now I'm not tracking rebounds, so we don't have to worry about that. But you could mark down a rebound for Barnett, obviously. All right, let's see what we get now. We got a 4. And I should be using my dice tower, but I'm trying to keep things kind of... I don't have a lot of extra space, and I want it to be tight enough so that you can see the cards. The cards are more important than the dice. We got a 4. I did flip this, right? I did, yes. 4. Red home. They have the Lakers have the ball, so that's a no. Visitor red misses from long range, so a long range miss by Baylor. Defensive rebound to small forward, so that goes to Meshery. He pulls it in. We flip the next card. It's a 4. Horse. Red players trade long-range shots. Now, if there were 3-pointers, these would be 3-point shots. Shot made if fresh. Everybody's still fresh. Otherwise missed. Defensive rebound to small forward. So our red players, that would be Baylor and Thurmond, trade baskets again. And that gives San Fran 8, and it gives the Lakers 14. And that was the Lakers ball, I believe. We're going to say Lakers, right? Why not? 5. Shot create. Offense green with power. He has power. A triangle is offense, so that's good. Green player takes big shot. He does have big, so that is good. LaRusso scores. And the Lakers have 16, so back to the Warriors here. The Lakers have been red hot here in this first segment. And we roll. We get a 1. Defense play plus off the glass. Okay, so defense power forward with fresh. So that is true. Blue misses wow shot, deflected. Defensive rebound to point guard. Otherwise, point guard takes... Okay, so he does have wow, so he misses the shot. The defensive rebound goes to West, so the Warriors again fail to score. We're down to just one card here. The Lakers have the ball. They get a 3. Horse, green players trade big shots. So LaRusso and Adels both score. And Adels, and that makes it 10 and 18. So it's 18-10. And the Lakers have the ball. And our final one, we roll, and we got a 6. And a 6 is offensive shooting guard with skill. So Barnett, that is Barnett. He does have skill, and he has a triangle. That means it's on the offense. Green player takes wow shot. He does have wow, so he scores. LaRusso having a nice little bit of the first quarter here. And that's it. That's it. That finishes that. So now we go to the TV timeout. So I'll show you how that works. I'm going to put that on the Warriors so that we know they have the ball. Now, here is the TV timeout segment on this chart here. So I'm going to roll on that. So you roll both dice for both sides. So, and you roll the team that's going to have the ball first. So that is the Warriors. So they get a 2, and a 4 is a 6. So you're supposed to cover up the fresh for all the players in the game. So let me do that. Indicate they are no longer fresh, but that does not necessarily mean they need to come out of the game and be rested. Okay, so a 6 on the TV timeout in the first at the 4 minutes into the game. The green must rest. So Al Adels will come out of the game and go to the resting area over here. We'll put the green chip down. We'll have to assign it again. Okay, so that's the first part. So now let's do the Lakers here. They get a 9, and the 9 is green and the blue must rest. So Barnett and LaRusso will come out. And that makes the purple available as well. So they will come out and they will go on their resting side. So we had a 6 for the Warriors and a 9 for the Lakers. You look those up here, so you can see 6 was green must rest, 9 was green and blue must rest. Okay, so next, and you know what? I'm going to put this will be the Lakers roll, so I'll remember it. And they got a 6, so I'm just going to put the green and the red on that side. That way I remember what each side rolled. Let's put that, well, I don't want to put that there. Let's put that there. So it's visible to you guys, at least. All right, so we have to replace them from the bench. So we need a guard. So we'll put Gary Phillips in here, and he can show fresh because he's just coming into the game. Now on the Lakers side, they need a guard and a power forward. So we already know they don't really have a power forward available. So we will put Jim King, and he is fresh. These guys are not. They just got slid up. So Jim King is fresh. The other guys are not. And whoever we stick here will be. And since we don't have another forward, we'll put Don Nelson there. I always remember Don Nelson as being a Celtics guy, but he did play for the Lakers as well. So there we go. So now we've got some subs in the game. The next thing we do is we compare these numbers to the coach, and you see if there's anything in here that's going to change their energy, and it doesn't for them. And a 9 changes the Lakers from energized to sink, which is even better. So that the Lakers are definitely holding the upper hand here. Now, you may also make other lineup changes as required or desired using players from the bench space. You can place them on the game board so the word fresh is visible. Players who are removed voluntarily get to go in the bench stack, not the resting stack. So the way it works now is at the end of the next stack of cards here, right, for the next period until we get to the next TV timeout, anybody in the bench stack would be available to come into the game. The rested guys won't, but the rested guys will be able to move, will automatically move into the bench stack once this pile is expended. So that's how that works. So now we get to go to the inbound, and there is actually a chart for an inbound result after the timeout. It's right here. So, we have to assign our chips as well. So let's roll the green. We need to roll blue, green, and purple, I guess. So here we go. So purple is 6, which is choice. Blue is 5. Oh, that's green. 5, 1. And purple was a 6, so we'll give that to Jerry West. Why not? And then we'll roll just the green for the Warriors. It's a 3. That is Meshery, so Meshery gets the green chip, and we are ready to start the second segment of the first quarter. To do that, we roll here and we'll check our inbound chart. A 4 is clashing players on inbounding team, ball thrown away. So if your status is clashing, that would have been a turnover. It's not for the Warriors. So the otherwise green launches or scores. So launches only takes effect when you have an error where you have the 3-point shot, which of course we do not. So Meshery gets a bucket is what that really turns out to be. So it is 20-12, and now the Lakers get to do the first play here off the card. They get a 6. Defensive power forward with quick and spark steals. So he does not have quick. He does have spark, and it is on the defense, but he does not have that. So otherwise, he commits a foul. So Nate Thurmond is going to pick up his second foul here in the first quarter. And so they keep the ball, but that was not a shooting foul. And we flip the next card. We roll again. We get a 4. 4 is shot, create, plus off the glass. So you kind of progress through these. So it's small forward with reach, which I think I screwed up in the first segment. Small forward with reach. So we look at Baylor. I'm sure he has reach. Yes, it is, and it's underlined. Blue takes net shot. So that would be Don Nelson. He misses the net shot. Offensive rebound to small forward if missed. That means Elgin gets the offensive rebound. So we flip the next card and roll. It's a 6. Offensive small forward with spark. Yes, he has that. It's a star. Gray player takes yes shot. So that would be either King or Imhoff. We'll roll the decider die. It's the bullet, so that's King. He does have yes. And so King, and I didn't write him in, but King gets a bucket. And it's now 22-12. And we flip the next card. And we roll for the Warriors. They have the ball. They get a 6. Choice defender with quick and spark steals. So you're looking for someone with quick and spark. Jerry West has it. Elgin Baylor has it as well. So does Jim King. So we'll give the steal to West. And we go to the next fac. And we roll again. And we get a 4. And a 4 is shot, create, plus off the glass. Power forward with skill. So Nelson does have skill. Purple takes net shot. West does have net. So that is a basket for Jerry West. And 24 for the Lakers. Now the Warriors again have the ball. I forgot to move that. They get a 2. Defensive small forward fouls the small forward if he has the symbol, which he does not. He has the star in a circle symbol. Okay, so that means Baylor draws a lot of fouls, but that does not protect him from committing fouls. So he just committed a foul. That's 2 fouls on the Lakers, but they are not in the bonus. So that is not a shooting foul. So we roll again for the Warriors. They get a 4. Horse. Blue players trade missed shots. Defensive rebounds to small forward. So basically, both small forwards, Baylor and Meshery, both took shots, missed them. Both of them also got the defensive rebound for the other player's shot. So we go to the next, and the Warriors keep they keep control. 3, foul. Heated play. Okay, so we haven't had that yet. A starburst player on defense fouls blue player. I don't think we do. Nelson has a starburst. So he fouls the blue player. Okay. So the blue player is Nate Thurmond. He's fouled by Don Nelson. So he gets charged with a non-shooting foul. So that is actually their... so we got to put Nelson in here now. He gets a foul. And we flip another card, and we roll again for the Warriors, and they get a 5. And a 5 is shot create. Offense blue with skill. He has skill. It is only on defense. So that's a no. Otherwise, green player misses net shot. So the green player here, he doesn't have net anyway. Defensive rebound to small forward. So Baylor grabs another board, and the Lakers have the ball. And we get a 5. That was a 5. Shot create. Offense center with quick. No. So we go down here. Gray player misses wow shot. So we'll say that King misses it. And because he has wow. Defensive rebound to team. So we would roll a die. It's a 4. So that rebound will go to Nate Thurmond. Now the Warriors have the ball again. And I keep forgetting to move that. They get a 4. Shot create plus off the glass. Small forward with skill. He does not have skill, so that's a no. Purple misses long range shot. So Chamberlain misses the shot. Off the glass battle, center with grab, tie to defense. So he has grab and it's underlined, so he would win a tie anyway. Plus he's on the defense, so according to the game, he wins the tie. That's actually Wilt's first shot, which is weird. So the ball goes back to the Lakers. They get a 6, and that's a steal. Defensive shooting guard with spark. Triangle has it only on offense, so no, he does not have it. So Gray fouled while shooting by die roll player. 4. So he's fouled by Thurmond. That's another foul on Thurmond. That's 3. So we're going to take him out here in a moment. Okay, so Gray player fouled, so we'll let, let's roll a decider die. It's bullet, we give that to I always give that to the lower die value player, so that's King. So he's going to roll, he's a 6 or a 10 clank. He gets a 10, so he misses the first free throw. And he missed them both. Missed them both. Check the free throw rebound chart. Oh, okay, it's right here. I thought I saw this somewhere. So we'll roll 2 dice. We got a 9. A 9 is center bump. So center bump. Wilt has bump underlined. Imhoff's is not. So the Warriors get the rebound. So we flip another card. We're down to, I think, 2 or 3 now. We're down to 3. Okay. Whoops. A 3, because they were both 3s, so it doesn't matter. Foul. Ref 1 respected. Yes. Next fact, foul not called. Okay, now we roll again. The Warriors have the ball. 3, foul. Heated play. Starburst player on defense fouls red player. I meant to take him out. He had to come out because he has 3 fouls. And it's the first quarter, so that's my bad. So I'm going to put him in the in here. And we'll put McLemore. We'll put McLemore there, I guess. And let's roll for the red and the blue. Red and blue. 5 red, that's Chamberlain, and 2 blue. So blue to Rogers, red to Chamberlain. So he's got red and purple, which is probably what he should have for that team. All right. So we had heated play. Player on defense fouls red player. So he's fouled Wilt. And I'm pretty sure that's Nelson. That's his second. We're going to say that puts them in the bonus because I think it does if you add up all the fouls. They've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So we're going to say that they're in the bonus, and we're going to roll for Wilt because it's always an interesting experience. His clank is a 2 to 6. That's a 9, so he makes one. And the second one's an 8, so he actually manages to make both free throws. So call up the news because that's amazing. All right, so let's flip the next one, and we'll roll for the Lakers. They get a 3. Foul. Green misses short range shot, so West misses a short range shot, gets offensive rebound, fouled by small forward while shooting made. So we'll roll. Bullet is yes. It is. It's a yes. So West hits the bucket and draws the foul. So it's an and one situation. So his free throw clank is only a 7, and he gets a 5. So he makes the free throw. That foul was on Meshery. So we mark a foul. And it is 25-14 in favor of the Lakers. Last card of the segment. We'll roll our die. This is the Warriors ball. They get a 4. Shot create plus off the glass. Power point guard with reach. That is a no. So then otherwise, blue misses long range shot. Guy Rogers. Off the glass battle. Point guard with leap tied to defense. So Jerry West does not have leap. Phillips does. So they get the offensive rebound. So that ends the segment, and we would start the next segment with the Warriors in possession of the ball. So that's actually going to wrap it up for this video. You may want to see the whole thing, but obviously you see how long it took just to get to this point, not even basically 2/3 of the way through the first quarter. Here's our next stack that we would be working with for the third and final segment. We can talk about end of quarter. So what happens at end of quarter? Here is the last fact of the quarter is resolved. It means the buzzer is about to go off. It's possible whatever players or whichever player holding the ball may try a low percentage heave for the basket. Use these guidelines. If last fact results in a made shot or free throw, the quarter is over. If the last fact of the quarter results in an offensive rebound, the put-back attempt is considered to happen before the buzzer. If the last fact of the quarter results in a defensive rebound, allow the rebounder a full court heave. Roll 2 dice. A 2 goes in, but roll a decider die to see if it beat the buzzer. If it's a dot, it does. That makes it about a 1.3% chance. Okay. If the last fact results in a use next fact, the ball is considered to be on the defense half of the floor. Roll 2 dice and add them. 2 or 3, the shot goes in. 4, the shot goes in, but roll a decider die if it beats the buzzer. If a dot, it does. And then there's also a rule for overtime. I'm not going to dig too deep here into the rules. The game, I think the flow is pretty good once you get once you get it, so to speak. And you're not having to explain everything and look everything up like I am because I'm still learning. I'm sure I've made mistakes, and I'm sure people will point them out. So just check the comments section to see, what any mistakes that have been pointed out by fellow players might be. But that's going to do it for this video. I do appreciate you guys watching. Thank you as always. Please consider liking, sharing, and or subscribing if you would to help support the channel. That would be awesome. Even if you don't, I hope you come back and watch something else down the road. But that's going to do it for now. My name's Joe. This is the sports edition of the Hexton Counter channel. And until next time, as always, happy gaming.